Good afternoon. We're going to go through an application this afternoon for an EU certificate, which is going for poultry, which is an 8237. So we're just going to demonstrate that for you now. So from your dashboard, just click Start a New Application. We're going to assume we haven't applied for this before, so click a different certificate and continue, and you'll be taken into Form Finder. So just search for the certificate you want. So we're going to go for 8237, which is day-old chicks. It's going to ask you, would you like a blocker certificate? They're going to say, for the purposes of this application, we don't. We're just going to ask for one and continue. So the application opens. So you've got the certificate number at the top, and then the application starts here. So we're going to go into section 1, confirm our commodity. So we're going to pick one of those and save and continue. Then it's going to ask us to create a reference number. So the free text field, you can put whatever in there is going to be most applicable to your business, like an invoice number or something along those lines. We've already completed the number certificate, so it's going to ask us for the export destination. We're going to say that this application is going to go to France, and our final destination is going to be Spain. And then we're going to save and continue. Then it's going to ask us for our certifier. So search for your certifier there. You can search for your certifier by the name, the address, or the location. Click the blue search function, and there's our certifier there. So just confirm that that's the correct details for your certifier, and then hit select. So it's telling us that this application is going to be printed on white paper. Just check that the details of your certifier are correct. Once you're happy with it, say confirm. So we've completed section 1. Section 2 is the information that AFA requires. So it's going to ask us where the certification is going to take place. So there's the certification region there in England, and save and continue. And then it's going to ask us who is exporting the product. So that's going to be yourselves, unless you're working as an agent on behalf of someone else. It's going to ask us for the origin of the product. You can select as many of these as are applicable to the application. We're going to say GB for the purposes of this application. And then it's going to ask us for the planned date of export. So we've completed section 2. So section 3 is the information that's actually going to appear on our export health certificate. So it's going to ask us for the commodity details. It's going to ask us for the weight and how many packages we've got. So we're going to say that we've got 10, and save and continue. For most of the questions that you get on the information for the export health certificate, there is the ability for you to skip the question. So for example, this is asking us for the details of the batches, scientific species name, the category, and the quantity. If, for example, we don't know what the quantity is at this point, you can skip the question. So if you tick to skip, and it will let you save and continue. If we actually put a quantity into that field, it's taking away the ability for us to skip. But for any of these questions, if you don't have the information available right at the moment you're doing the application, you can skip the question. However, be aware that you will need to provide that information to your certifier, and your certifier can then update the certificate for you. So this can ask us for the name and address of the hatchery and the approval number. And save and continue. So who is the exporter? Now I'm assuming it's going to be yourself. Obviously there could be a different name, what the country is, and the phone number. So we didn't have the phone number, so we're going to skip the question and save and continue. So where's it going to be loaded? So we're going to assume that it's going in Dover. And save and continue. How's it going to be transported? So it's asking you for the date and time of the departure from the UK. And now I don't know what the time is, so we're going to leave that blank. And it's going to go by ship. And it's going to ask us for our ship name. But we don't have any transport documents or a container number at this point, so we're going to skip these questions. So it's asking which border control post is it going to arrive at. So for the purposes of argument, it's going to arrive at Le Havre. So that's FR-L EH1. And save continue. So it's asking, is the destination of your consignment the EU or a third country? So we said that our consignment was going to Spain, so that's EU. And save and continue. And what is the destination country? So our destination country here is Spain, and the code is ES. So save and continue. So last question, who is the importer? So you just need to add their name and address at this point. I'm going to ask you for the country, but we don't have the telephone number, so we're going to skip that last question and save. So there's all the questions there updated. If you need to upload any supporting documentation, you can do it through section 4 there. But we're going to check our answers and submit. This takes you into the View Your Answers page. Basically, all the information that we've just put in is now available in front of you in one page. Just check the details are correct and you're happy with everything that you've put in. If you need to change anything, just click on that change icon there to the right. Scroll all the way down to the bottom, and then you can then see a specimen certificate. So if you just click specimen certificate, and it will build the specimen for you. So that's basically what the certificate is going to look like. So because we've said it's going from England to France and then to Spain, you will see that the first part of the certificate is all in English. And then if we scroll down, we'll see that the second part of the certificate there is in French. And scroll a bit further, and we'll see that the last part of the certificate there is all in Spanish. So once you're happy with the details that you've put in and you're happy with the specimen certificate, just hit continue. It's going to ask you to tick to confirm that you're submitting your application. And then you'll get a message saying that you have successfully submitted your EHC application. There's your AFA reference number there. You will then get an email confirmation telling you that the certificate, that the application has been received. If you need to contact AFA for any further details, there's their contact number at the bottom. And if you just click View Your Applications, it will take you back to the dashboard. And there's the application that we've put in there. That status of that application has gone to processing. So that basically means that you've submitted the application and it's now gone to AFA for them to review. And then once they've completed their review, they will send it on to your certifier. So once it's been sent on from AFA to your certifier, the status will change from processing to dispatched. So just a word about cloning. If you'd like to clone an application, I'll just show you how it's done. You can click clone on any application regardless of the status. So we're going to say yes, we're cloning our application and continue. It's going to ask you, do you want to reuse the same application reference? So we'd suggest that you always use a different reference just so everybody knows where they're up to. And save and continue. And then it basically pulls all the information across that you put in on the application that you wish to clone. And it takes you straight into the Review Your Answers page. So if you're using the same certificate and you're doing it fairly regularly, you could keep using the same certificate and maybe just change the dates and the weights that are involved, depending on the commodity. So we're going to assume that we've changed the date. And save and continue. So we've changed the date there. We're happy with our date. We're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. We're going to change that date that we're going to transport it because we're going to assume it's going on the 3rd. And then we're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom. Again, you can click into specimen certificate if you want to see the certificate, but otherwise just click continue. Submit your application. And again, you've got the submission screen and there's your reference number there. So if we just click View Our Application, it will then take us back to the desktop. And there's the application that we've just put in there. That's the cloned application, and it's on the status of submitted. In the next 30 seconds, that should change to processing, and that means it's now sat with AFA waiting for them to work on it. Thanks for your time.